More on a dangerous situation from over the weekend. Nearly 30 people were rescued when a large chunk of ice broke off in the Bay of Green Bay.
Quite the scene. NBC 26's Valerie Juarez now has one man's dramatic experience out on the ice.
It was right here off Point Comfort, where Shane Nelson and his friends were ice fishing, when the ice they were on broke off. He shares never would he have imagined that the first time ice fishing would have turned to the unimaginable.
Heard what sounded like a gunshot, so went to investigate, thinking ice would be cracking. Cracks all the time.
Frightening moments for Shane Nelson and his buddies, who were on the bay Saturday morning. It wasn't until about an hour after hearing those initial blasts when the reality of the situation sunk in.
We saw the ground moving and we're slowly floating away. And there was one person originally I could kind of hear yelling. He's like, hey, we got to get back across the ice. But at that time, it already started opening up.
As he continued drifting away, Nelson's thoughts drifted to a scary scenario.
I think it was an original panic, kind of just like, oh man, we might get stranded out here. And then everyone kind of realized, like, well, we're in it for the long haul now.
Nelson said they had little inflatable boats dispatched before rescue crews brought out the bigger ones.
The dinghy only made like 2 or 3 trips at most because the gap got so big that it wouldn't have been reasonable to go over with a dinghy.
Once crews got the fan boats out, they encountered another obstacle in their path to safety.
The second time they came over, the ice is actually thinning out quite a bit and they broke all the ice in their trail. So yeah, it was just water, and we're all kind of waiting for them, so they had to pull up right next to it, held the fan boat right next to the ice shelf, and then loaded us all onto the boat.
Finally, in the hands of safety, those stranded were relieved for the happy ending in a chaotic situation. And again, all of those who were stranded on ice were able to be rescued safely. As for Shane Nelson, he just wants to thank all the emergency crews for all that they did in helping getting everyone safe and sound. In Brown County, Valerie Juarez, NBC 26.
A hearty thank you indeed. What a story. And from the ice to the snow.